rain fell harder that night. I remember the porch light fading slow. Your shadow danced in the storm below. Every drop hit harder than goodbye, and I could only watch the love run dry. Rain fell harder that night, my love, than all the tears I've cried alone. The thunder masked the words we never said, and left my heart a silent stone. Windows fog with memories of you. Coffee cold, the chair unused. I walked the hall where your laughter stayed, but the storm had taken it away. If time could wash the pain away, I'd hold you close, I'd make you stay. But the rain kept falling, relentless and true, and no shelter could bring me back to you. Rain fell harder that night, my dear, washing footprints off the floor. Love slipped away with every storm, and I can't find it anymore. Washing footprints off the floor. Love slipped away with every storm, and I can't find it anymore. Empty chairs, the sunset paints the sky. Whispers of your laughter float on by. The porch still waits, though you've gone away. Your shadow lingers where we used to stay. I trace the boards with my hands tonight, hoping somehow to feel your light. The porch still waits for love, for footsteps that once rose above. I call your name into the breeze, but only echoes answer me. Rocking chair sways, though empty it stands, like memories slipping right through my hands. Moonlight falls on the paint-worn thing, a quiet place where love has been. Stars appear in the darkened sky. I wonder if you're thinking of me tonight. The wind hums soft through the pines above. The porch still waits for love. The porch still waits for love, for footsteps that once rose above. I call your name into the breeze, but only echoes answer me. Soft threads on the bed, your memory lingers unsaid. I found the quilt you left behind, stitched with stories love to find. Each patch a whisper of days gone by, a warmth that no one can deny. The quilt you left behind still holds my heart, patchwork of us that won't fall apart. Even when your shadow's out of sight, it keeps me close to you every night. I lay down where we once dreamed, under the window where the sunlight streamed. The scent of you in every scene, a silent hug in this quiet scene. I run my hands along the thread, remembering the words we never said. Nights we laughed, the days we cried, all wrapped up where you used to lie. The quilt you left behind still holds my heart, a patchwork of us that won't fall apart. Even when your shadow's out of sight, keeps me close to you every night.
porch is quiet. But the shadows remember you.
Shadows on the porch swing, sway where your laughter used to ring. The night hums soft, the wind drifts low, bringing back what I can't let go. Shadows on the porch swing, hold the echoes of everything. Every sigh, every tear falls in the night, wishing you were near. The lantern glows with a flickering light. I see your face in the passing night. Every plank beneath our feet whispers the love we couldn't keep. Don't turn back. The shadows tell the story now. If love could linger in the dark, I'd feel your hand, your gentle spark. But the swing drifts slow, the night drifts deep, and I'm left with shadows while you sleep. Yeah, shadows on the porch swing carry the weight of the love we bring. Every laugh, every tear rests on the night, but you're not here. Stars appear, the crickets sing. I tip my hat to the quiet swing. The porch is still, the night drifts long. Shadows remember what's gone wrong.
The sun sets low, and the wildflowers wait. Too late.
Too late for wildflowers. The fields we dreamed of now stand bare. I walk alone when we once lay, chasing memories that slipped away. Too late for wildflowers. The summer passed in fleeting hours. I see your smile in the fading light, but you are gone with the night. The creek hums soft, the wind moves slow. I remember love we used to know. The old fence stands, but the roses died, and in their place my tears reside. Time left me with a silent sky. If I could turn the seasons back, I'd find your hand along that track. But the flowers sleep, the days have flown. I walk this field all alone. Too late for wildflowers, but your memory still holds the hours. I trace a path where love once grew, hoping somehow I'd find you. Evening falls, the shadows creep, the meadow sighs and I still weep. The wind whispers stories old of love that came too late for wildflowers to hold. The sun leans low over the pasture, the shadows stretch along the fence. I walk this path where we used to meet. The fence posts creak beneath my feet. Your laughter's gone, but the boards still know every secret that we used to show. The fence still waits for you through the mornings drenched in dew, through every storm, every lonely sky. It stands while I just wonder why. The field has grown wild where we once stood. The wind hums softly through the timber wood. I trace your shadow in the fading light. The fence remembers every night. If time could turn and bring you back, I'd find the trail and follow the track. But boards and nails can't hold the past, and some memories are built to last. The fence still waits for you through the mornings drenched in dew, through every storm, every lonely sky. It stands while I just wonder why.
gone.
Your voice on the wind, whispering through the cedar tree. Every note of memory carried softly across the breeze. Your voice on the wind, calling me back to where it begins. Every sigh, every tender plea floats through the night back to me. The porch light flickers, shadows fall. I walk the path where we gave our all. The creek hums softly, the barn stands still, and your voice lingers on the hill. Don't look away. The wind remembers what words can't say. If I could follow that voice again, I'd cross the fields, I'd brave the rain. But it drifts beyond where I can find, leaving only echoes behind. Your voice on the wind, every whisper I can't rescind. It carries the love we left behind, a tender song etched in my mind. Morning breaks, the sky is gray. I listen close to hear you stay. The wind moves on, but I pretend your voice will find me in the end. Cold wind whispers through the pines, and I trace the night for signs. We watch the sky from that old porch swing. Your laughter flew on the breeze of spring. But time moves slow and love moved fast. One star fell and our moment didn't last. One star fell too soon tonight, took your smile from my side. All I have are shadows and tombs where that one star fell too soon. I walked the road we carved in sand. Your hand slipped right through my own hand. The creek still hums our old refrain, but nothing can bring you back again. light a candle for the dreams we knew. Hold the night as it holds the dew. If heaven listens, I hope it hears the song of one star that fell too soon. One star fell too soon tonight. Took your smile from my side. All I have are shadows and tombs where that one star fell too soon. One star fell too soon tonight. Took your smile from my side. All I have are shadows and tombs where that one star fell too soon. Every place you've been, every whisper we left behind. The field where we once ran in June echoes with the songs of a faded tune. Your laughter floats across a corn, caught in the wind where my heart was torn. Where the wind held you last, I still reach for your hand in the sky. Every shadow, every sight carries the ghost of our goodbye. Your scarf left on the fence post sways like the memory of our golden days. I trace the path where we walked fast, chasing the moments the wind held last. If the breeze could speak your name tonight, maybe it'd bring you back into the light. But the prairie holds its silence tight, and I'm left with the wind as my only sight. Where the wind held you last, I feel your warmth in the cold night air. Love lingers in the empty past, and I reach for you everywhere.
I looked up night,
and it felt like the sky cried when you left. Stars fell when you did. The moon hid behind a cloud. Your laughter vanished with the wind, and silence screamed too loud. Stars fell when you did, and my heart went with the tide. Every night feels colder now since the night you left my side. The fields lie quiet, the creek runs slow. I whisper your name where wildflowers grow. The fire we built is burned to ash, and I trace your memory in every splash. Every light above reminds me I'm alone. If I could reach across the sky, I'd bring back stars, make them fly back to your eyes, back to my arms, and shelter me from all this harm. Stars fell when you did. Every shadow mourns our time. I count the constellations now, hoping they bring back your sign. Morning drifts on the silent plain. The night is gone, but the ache remains. I walk beneath the empty skies where stars fell when you said goodbye.
I didn't hear it coming.
Just a shadow in your eye. Your coat left hanging by the door. The room feels smaller than before. Curtains sway but don't console. Empty echoes fill the soul. I whisper goodbye in the night, soft as the fading light. Every word you didn't say lingers here where I stay. Coffee cold on the windowsill, I trace your name, I always will. Footsteps fade, but still I hear the ghost of love I held so near. Don't turn back, let it go. If hearts could speak without a sound, we'd find the pieces lying round. But silence keeps what we can't claim. Love remains a quiet flame. Yeah, whisper goodbye in the night, carried away without a fight. Every tear I didn't show flows where only Streetlights hum along the lane, your shadow dances in the rain. I tip my hat to what we had, a whispered goodbye, gentle, sad. Room stayed warm, but you were gone. One small candle on the table, fighting shadows on the wall. It used to light up both our faces, now it barely shines at all. When the candle burned alone, I knew the truth had come. Love don't die in darkness, it just runs out of someone. You said forever like a promise, whispered easy just like prayer. I didn't see the wick was thinning, or the space you left right there. I stayed still and watched it shake. If love's a flame we tend together, I held on too long. You walked out with all the air and left my fire on. Some hearts were never meant to last, even when the love was good. The wax runs cold, the light gives in, and I don't strike a match again.
The sky opened up, and so did the heartache. Rain fell harder that night. I remember the porch light fading slow. Your shadow danced in the storm below. Every drop hit harder than goodbye, and I could only watch the love run dry. Rain fell harder that night, my love, and all the tears I've cried alone. The thunder masked the words we never said, left my heart windows fogged with memories of you. Coffee cold, the chair unused. I walked the hall where your laughter stayed, but the storm had taken it away. If time could wash the pain away, I'd hold you close, I'd make you stay. But the rain kept falling, relentless and true, and no shelter could bring me back to you. Rain fell harder that night, my dear, washing footprints off the floor. Love slipped away with every storm, and I can't find it anymore. Even on the way, your shadow in the dust, trace it left where we once stood. The sun falls slow across the field, and nothing feels like it should. Your shadow in the dust fades with every passing day. I reach for you in empty air, but you've gone away. The fence still holds our names carved deep, but the letters start to fade. Even the creek whispers low of the promises we made. I hear your laughter in the wind, it lingers for a while, but all the trails you left behind lead to an empty mile. If only dust could hold your warmth, I'd kneel down and call your name, but the earth keeps you wed to will, and I remain the same. Your shadow in the dust reminds me love can slip away. I chase it through the open field, but it cannot stay. Evening falls across the barn lawn, shadows stretch and sway. I linger where you once stood, but you've been gone all day. wind moves across the plains, but you're gone, and even wild horses can't find you. Wild horses can't find you through the fields where morning dew once knew. Every trail, every fence we passed holds the memories I thought would last. Wild horses can't find you no matter how far I roam or pursue. Every heartbeat, every cry echoes through the hills under the sky. The sun sets slow, the horizon burns. I ride alone where the river turns. Your laugh drifts by on the evening wind, but the chase is over and I can't begin. Don't look back, the wind knows where you've gone. If love could run as free as the plains, we'd never know these heartache pains. But the wild horses fade in the dust, and I'm left alone with a love I trust. Yeah, wild horses can't find you through the meadows, the sky so blue. Every whisper, every sigh carries your shadow as I ride by. The night drifts in, the stars appear. I tip my hat to the love so clear. The fields are wide, the path is through. But wild horses can't find you. The windows are open, but no one's coming home. Windows of an empty cabin echo the footsteps that are gone. Curtains sway with a quiet breeze, and the dawn feels cold and drawn. I see your shadow in the morning light, but it fades before my eyes. Windows of an empty cabin whisper all our goodbyes. The porch we love now gathers dust. Your laughter left a hollow sound. Even the fireflies hesitate, as if they've lost the light we found. I call your name through the still night. The wind carries it away. Every echo that returns to me reminds me you couldn't stay. If love could linger in the dusk, I'd hold you in these rooms once more. But the cabin waits in silence now, just like the heart I wore. Windows of an empty cabin tell the story better than my voice. Every glance outside reminds me I've lost the choice. Morning light creeps through the broken panes. The floorboards hum your name. Though the world moves on outside, nothing here feels the same. sun leans low over the pasture. Shadows stretch along the fence. I walk this path where we used to meet. The fence posts creak beneath my feet. Your laughter's gone, but the boards still know every secret that we used to show. The fence still waits for you through the mornings drenched in dew, through every storm, every lonely sky. It stands while I just wonder why. The field has grown wild where we once stood. The wind hums softly through the timber wood. I trace your shadow in the fading light. The fence remembers every night. If time could turn and bring you back, I'd find the trail and follow the track. But boards and nails can't hold the past, and some memories are built to last. The fence still waits for you through the mornings drenched in dew, through every storm, every lonely sky. It stands while I just wonder why. Sunday mornings you wore that dress, but your eyes didn't shine today. Sunlight through the lace curtains cast shadows where you stand. A quiet hum of the church bell, but no laughter fills your hand. Sunday dress without a smile, the pews can't hold this ache. Every step echoes lonely miles, and my heart begins to break. Garden gate swings in the breeze, your perfume lingers faint. I trace the path we used to walk and wonder who we ain't. If joy had stayed in your eyes, this house would sing instead. But silence wears your Sunday dress, and my prayers go unsaid. Sunday dress without a smile, every corner whispers your gardens never bloom again. No matter how the sun returns, the garden never grew again. Since the day you walked away, petals fell like whispered words, and the soul forgot how to pray. The garden never grew again, though I watered every memory. Every rose I planted faded, just like your love did for me. I see your shadow in the oak, hear your laughter in the rain, but the flowers stayed in slumber, and I'm left to tend the pain. I called your name among the weeds, and only silence came to heed. If I could turn the seasons back, I'd plant our love with care, but the garden's heart is hollow now, and you're no longer there. The garden never grew again, though the sun still climbed above. The earth remembers what was lost, and I remember our lost love. Evening drifts across the yard, shadows stretch on beds unscarred. Though I linger with the pain, the garden waits, but waits in vain. Moonlight spills across the floor, your shadows dance, but you're no more. I walk the fields where we used to lie, the stars above just caught my side. Every corner of this empty town echoes with your name, but you're not around. Where the moon found my tears last night, it held my sorrow in its silver light. Every shadow and every breeze carries a whisper of memories. The creek still hums our old refrain, I can't hear your voice where the night keeps your love and